Assalamualaikum. Today, my group will be presenting the issue of non-halal certificate of slaughterhouses in Malaysia. My name is Siti Nuraisyah and I will be presenting the introduction to the issue. Significantly, the tremendous growth of Islam is boosting the demand for ritually slaughtered meat, often known as halal meat. The manufacture of halal meat, on the other hand, is not relatively easy. Besides, the various techniques of slaughtering might have a significant effect on the production technologies that being used. Also, permissible halal food will become prohibited if it comes into contact or is tainted with non-halal food products. Through non-halal slaughterhouses, stunned animals are chained and mounted above the floor, in which a slaughterman cuts their throats or implants a chest stick near to their heart. As per Food Standards Agency FSA reports from 2 years ago, approximately 40 million cattle, sheep and calves, as well as 900 million poultry birds are slaughtered in British abattoirs each year. While in the case of halal slaughterhouses, the animal meat must be significantly in accordance slaughtered with halal requirements. This is because it is a primary requirement for halal slaughtering that the slaughterman have to be a practicing Muslim that is of sound mind and truly knows the core concept of halal slaughtering is associated with animal slaughter. Also, he must be educated and overseen by the halal certification body. Thus, this is to ensure the meat will be lawful and free from any contamination. Moreover, halal certifications and logo not just contribute value to products and services, but also enable them to access a larger market. According to some studies, halal procedures cover food preparation, ingredient types, the slaughtering process, hygienic handling, and serving. Substantially, complying with the halal requirement will be in accordance with the current halal standards such as Malaysia Standard 1500-2019, Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point or HACCP, Good Hygiene Practice GHP, and Halal Assurance System as in HAS. Since halal has become much more popularly known, there have been reports of insensitive slaughterhouses misusing unauthorized halal guidelines for their own benefit. Hence, this presentation is an attempt to investigate the issue of non-halal certificate of slaughterhouses in Malaysia. That's all from me.
I am Nasuha Amnee binti Amdan. Next is literature review. As meat is an essential food, the demand for halal meat and meat-based products among Malaysia's Muslim population has been increasing. Meanwhile, non-Muslims are becoming more aware of the quality of halal meat. Thus, access to halal meat and meat-based product is expanding. As an assurance of whether the company already conducts halal slaughtering or not, halal slaughterhouse certification can be used as a guarantee. Halal certification certifies that the items adhere to and cover the Islamic dietary guidelines. Only when combined with aspect of hygiene, nutrition, and a holistic approach does the nation of halal slaughterhouse become full, ensuring that the animals are halal and safe for human consumption. From this matter, there are few issues that need to be highlighted due to the demand for halal meat from slaughterhouse in Malaysia. The first issue is slaughterhouse that is not recognized by JAKIM. This is an issue of imported meat that is linked to repackaging and fault logos. Therefore, it involves a number of different agencies, not just JAKIM. This happens when some irresponsible parties bring in meat that is not from one of the slaughterhouse recognized by JAKIM, and when entering the country, they use packages that have a certificate from an outside agency recognized by JAKIM. Next, chicken slaughterhouse use fake halal logos. This issue is about a poultry slaughtering and processing premise was raided by the enforcement agency because it was found to use a fake halal logo on the packaging of its product. This premise also used package with fake halal logos without having a halal certificate recognized by JAKIM. Other than that, following a viral video, a Malaysian slaughterhouse is being investigated for unhygienic procedure. A slaughterhouse in Selangor was investigated after a video showing its employees' treatment of chicken was uploaded on social media. Allegation that the chickens were slaughtered and processed in an unclean condition and not in accordance with Islamic law. Lastly, issue on long process in applying for a halal certificate. Strict SOP, HCP delays in scheduling meetings, and Sharia officer uncompromising judgments all contribute to too long application process. They must wait 6 months for a halal certificate. There are numerous stages involved and substantial expenditure must be made. People decline to apply for a halal certification for this variety of reasons. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
I'm Nurul Nadia binti Dunia and I will present about finding research. Number 1, which is conduct a true investigation by the authorities. As we know, every slaughter center operator must adhere to every principle and condition set by JAKIM because it is a condition of a food accepted as halalan thayyiban. The fiqh method is the determinant of the ruling based on the research of the Quran, Sunnah, Ijma for determine the ruling for food. Therefore, investigation should be carried out by the responsible party, not only JAKIM but also the Ministry of Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs (KPDN) HEP in a better and true manner. In addition, the Malaysian Quarantine and Inspection Service (MAQIS) must also work together to curb import meat smuggling activities to protect Muslims and help Muslim consumers eat halal food. Finding research number 2 is halal management should play a role in the relevant halal unit. Halal management should establish units that are halal related, announce halal product standards, approve the use of halal logo, appoint staff and supervisor for the administration of halal, coordinate and supervise units related to halal affairs operation for effective operation of standards halal products, provide performance report for the halal executive annually. Other than that, other halal industry players must believe that halal label products will provide a better choice for the Muslim, as mentioned in other requirements such as the good hygiene practice, good manufacturing practice, and hazard analysis critical control point (HACCP) are critical points for the Malaysian halal certification, in which this confirms the products are safe and high quality, which can lead customers satisfaction. Last but not least, JAKIM and the State Islamic Religious Department are working towards standard and manual procedures as a guarantee against consumers in production of halal food products. It is because the consumption of halal product is not due to religion motivation alone, but also in relation to issues such as health, hygiene, and respect for animal welfare, which influence public perception towards halal principle.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Azmira binti Azmi. Slaughterhouse should be hygiene and cleanliness. Muslim products that are considered halal are products that are handled with a high level of hygiene as well as meet certain hygiene, safety and nutritional standards. Okay, Muslim is not only need to ensure that halal food has been slaughtered, but also the halal slaughterhouse must be clean and managed to ensure that the meat produced is clean and safe. Clean food will ensure a healthy body. Okay, the solution is the slaughterhouse need to be optioned a lesson for slaughtering activities so that the work of the monitoring department can be done well and halal status can be accepted by the parties involved such as JAKIM, Veterinary Service Department and Ministry of Health. The time period taken for halal certification process. This monitoring will also ensure the cleanliness of the slaughterhouse, no pollution, and even the halal status of meat is maintained and quarantined safe to be eaten by Muslim and non-Muslim. Okay, the process of making a halal certificate take a long time because the process of reviewing raw materials that need to be certificate and in advance until ready to distribute. Some slaughterhouse have to wait for a halal certificate for 6 months to get it, and there are many steps involved, and also high costs have to be borne. This is one of the reasons why people refuse to apply for a halal certificate. However, some people agree that the application for halal certification has educated them about the importance of maintaining cleanliness on the premise, as well as the process in food preparation. In another way, a third party can be hired to handle the halal certification process and address related issues, just like Halal Industry Development Corporation Sdn Bhd was an agency under the Ministry of International Trade and Industry. Okay, additional adjustment within the MAI Halal system can increase the quantity of our application for halal certification. It excessively can increase the quantity of halal certificate corporation and strengthen the halal business in Malaysia. Thank you.
My name is Nurul Syahimah binti Abdul Rahim. In conclusion, there are many issues that could affect the increasing of non-halal certificate of slaughterhouses in Malaysia, since they do not meet the standards to apply for halal certification by the JAKIM. The issues will consistently increase if the slaughterhouse companies are not aware of the importance of halal certificate to convince the Muslim consumers to purchase halal products. Actually, there are many benefits of applying halal certificate for slaughterhouses in Malaysia, not only to the consumer but as well as to the companies which involve in selling products for consumption. The implementation of halal certificate by a company can increase the options to sell a variety of halal products or services, since the Muslim community in Malaysia is rising every year. Furthermore, it can be an opportunity for the corporation to position itself as a company that meets safety standards while increasing its chances to access the Islamic market. At the same time, the company gets to access to potential business expansion both inside and outside of the country. Other than that, the consumers, especially to Muslims, will definitely receive benefits when consumption products are certified with halal certification by the JAKIM. Consumers may be encouraged and easier to make a purchase if the halal label is printed on the product they choose, since they are very sure that they will be able to acquire the safe halal products needed by the Sharia. The implementation of halal certification by the JAKIM for slaughterhouses in Malaysia will maximize consumer satisfaction with the product and services, which increase the profit as well as the reputation of the company itself. The awareness of Muslim consumer has improved, as most of the consumer acknowledge the importance of making sure the food they consume, such as halal animal, is slaughtered according to the Sharia law. Non-Muslims nowadays also prefer to consume halal meat due to its quality, cleanliness and healthy body of the animals. We hope that the slaughterhouse companies in Malaysia will be more aware to apply halal certificate for their business products. That's all from us. Thank you very much.